Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius December 20th, 2021. The ego remains in everyone, good or bad. It would be part of the most primitive emotions that stand out in stages like these, and that would undoubtedly be making some more hostile than others. But at this precise moment, you would be receiving the divinity of the moon so that it takes away all the bad energy that was near you, and that the ego does not have control in your decisions to prevent you from falling into recurring mistakes. Don't let the pressure be part of what makes you back down, especially when you might be on the verge of reaching the pinnacle of success. Undoubtedly, you are one of the people who have ample possibilities to generate good things, to the extent that you put your talent to handle. That means that the trine between the moon and Pluto would be like a glove for its visible harmony. The transit of the signs is fundamental because from Virgo to Libra, you would fill yourself with good vibrations and you would make your discomforts move away from you, from one moment to another. It is better that you remain calm. Do not think that things have no solution. You are more prone to success than on other days. You risk being pushed to your limits today. Some people might mess with you for some reason. But above all, don't make it a personal matter. Let's say and do. No need to attach importance to what does not. Wait for things to settle down. Everything will be better tomorrow. Your way of speaking makes you elusive today. Be explicit in the details, and you will be fine. Here you are in better shape, ready to devote yourself to what matters to you. Everything will be to stop you before exhaustion. This day is playing a little with your nerves. To then approach the future in full possession of your means, try to cross the sky with discipline, sobriety, and patience to avoid hasty decisions, inappropriate requests, and shooting errors. You tend to follow your desires without taking into account the opinions of those who share your daily life. There will probably be tensions that will not be released today. A marathon, race, or sport that can help you would not hurt on a day like the present. You are confined and could train at home for when things are more prosperous abroad and perform those competitions. It would be a very good option to keep you healthy. You need to exercise right now. Choose a type of activity today that requires real physical energy. If your usual tasks don't allow it, go for a long walk at the end of the day, do a workout, or spend the night dancing in a nightclub. This urge to activate yourself may also be due to an issue running through your head that you don't want to face clearly. Even after a difficult awakening, you will manage to overcome this day, which promises to be rich in emotions. Take the time to stretch to wake up your muscles and drink a good squeezed fruit juice, orange, lemon, or grapefruit, for your vitamin quota. During the day, get out for some fresh air to stretch your legs and look up for a moment from your screen. Don't forget to go to your gym or swim class tonight to shape your body and keep you healthy. Do not be afraid of money. It is much closer to you than you would have thought, with high chances of success over what you do from now on. Focus on the number 8, which suddenly becomes better in energy so that as a magnet you feel on the right track. Put a minimal pinch of salt under your tongue when you have to go outside. This way you would prevent bad energies from surrounding your fortune. Pay attention to how you use your possessions. You are in a period where you could lose everything in a few days. Very powerful unconscious currents are touching you at the moment, which would gladly push you to devote all your possessions to the help of others, or, on the contrary, to be obsessed with money. Think that giving of yourself can also be giving your blood. It's less risky. Old projects seem like they can come true. It can lead to financial complications if you go too fast. It will be necessary to tolerate certain practical imperatives to achieve the hatching or the completion of your plans. Take the time to think it over. Is your inventiveness playing tricks on you? Currently, you are having a little trouble putting your ideas into practice. Why don't you get help from a competent person? So think about this possibility. Mercury is direct to Scorpio. It is a good way to feel that you would be in love and out of love for others. No matter what has happened to you in previous times, it is time to prove to yourself that your vibration has the same density as those who are resoundingly successful in love. Therefore, your soulmate could be much closer than you think. In matters of the heart, you are rather adept at a stable and reassuring relationship. Unfortunately, events sometimes cause this sweetness of life to come up against certain snags. You may be suffering at the moment from slight dysfunctions within your relationship. Only a little time and goodwill on both sides will be able to put all this in order. Also, know how to talk about it openly between you two. Stop constantly wanting to fight your spouse's faults. It will get you nowhere and only upset you a little more. You could also show yourself a few blunders today, certainly not important, but which could seriously annoy your spouse. So turn your tongue well before yelling and avoid hasty words. Single, you will have to accept that you don't find the perfect person the first time. You have a very good job, don't let that keep you in doubt. It is time for you to exercise your talent to propose projects that would be making a company or independent work rise after the crisis. It is the energy of the transit of the signs that with ample possibilities gives you more security than yesterday to exercise the above. A loved one, a member of your family, a colleague in the office may need your help today. If this is confirmed, go ahead and lend a hand. Don't wait for an invitation or a request. Take it head on, as you know how to do, and do your best to help the person concerned. Your efforts will be greatly appreciated today, and you will feel overwhelmed for having acted for a good cause. The planetary atmosphere is favorable to you. Neptune supports people of your sign. It's a good day to start entrepreneurship. Your banker will support you in your efforts. If you are employed in a large company, one of the things you might ask for is a raise. It will most certainly be granted to you. You will create new bonds with some of your colleagues. You will understand the importance of having people to lean on in the event of a decline in motivation. Your relationships with members of your household will prove to be turbulent, even explosive today. The conflicting relations that reign between Mars and Neptune in the family domain has a lot to do with it. On the one hand, you feel vulnerable. On the other, you are overcome by impatience and a certain aggressiveness. Whether it is with your parents, your spouse, or your children, you should therefore avoid subjects conducive to outbursts. And keep in mind that it's easier to admit your mistakes when you're not already blamed.